So welcome back. In this video we're going to be creating the footer section for our index page. So if we go back into our text editor and underneath the shop online section, let's just copy the comment and paste that in below, and we'll call this the footer section. So we don't need to use the section tags like previous sections because there is a footer tag we can use in place. So we use the footer tags. Because the level 2 heading and the image for the footer section is pretty similar to the last few sections, we can just copy that section from above. So we've copied the container from the shop online section and paste that in between the footer tags. So we don't need the button, so we can delete that section. And the shop online section is going to be keep in touch. And just after text center, we're going to reuse the margin bottom class which we used earlier on up in the latest offers section, and this is going to push the content away from the divider. So let's save and take a look at that and refresh. So there's our level 2 heading and the divider. So next we need to create a new row which is going to have the address on the left and some of the navigation links in the middle, and then some of the social sharing buttons on the right. So to put these three sections in, we'll create a new row just underneath the last one. So a new div with the class of row. And then within the row, we're going to create 3 more divs, which are going to be 4-column divs. So div class, then col sm4. And we can copy this div and paste it in 2 times. So the first div has the address in, so we're going to be semantic and use the address tags. So the first line is tranquil spa, and then add a break tag, and let's add some address lines. So address line 1, and then the break tag, and duplicate this 2 more times to create address line 2 and 3. And then the second div had the unordered list with the navigation. So between the UL tags, we'll create 4 list items. And between the list tags, we'll create some links. So a, href, and the first link is going to be about us. So this will link to about.html. And we'll put that link in there for when we create that. And the text is about. And copy and paste or duplicate this 3 more times. So the second link is the contact us. So let's change that now. And the link is going to be contact.html. The third link is to the blog. So the link is blog.html. And the text of blog. And then lastly, it's the latest news. We can just delete the link there because we're going to be generating that dynamically in WordPress. So let's take a look in the browser. There we go, we've got our first 2 sections. So now we just need to create the social media section on the right. So the third div, we begin with p tags and the text of followers. And then below the followers text, we're going to use the Font Awesome icons for links to social media. So we add the Font Awesome icons with the I tag, and then add a class. So the first class is FA. We need that for all the icons. And then the Facebook icon is FA-Facebook. And then to make the icon slightly larger than normal, we add the class of fa-lg, and then close that. And then create 4 more links. So the second one is the link to Twitter. So we need fa Twitter. Icon 3 is Google+. And then Pinterest. And then finally it's YouTube. So let's save that and see how that's looking now. Good, we've got the 5 social media icons where they should be. And then the last thing we need to do is add the copyright section at the very bottom of the page. So let's add that now. So just below the container, but still within the footer section, we'll add a new div with a class of container fluid. So this spans the full width of the web page. We'll also add an ID of copy for copyright. And then a div with a class of col sm12 to make a 12-column container. And then the text between the p tags, we'll add the copyright symbol, which is ampersand, and then copy semicolon. So 2015 Tranquil Spa. And then let's add some comments. So this is the closing div for the row. And this is the 12-column container. And finally the fluid container. Let's take a look. Great, so that's all the HTML added for the homepage. If you join me in the next video, we'll finish off our homepage by adding the CSS.